Hey, everybody. I know you've been working real hard looking through and reading through the book of Job this week, and it can be challenging, especially with all the dialogue that goes back and forth between Job and his friends and gets into a lot of detail. But this week really builds to a crescendo, and it's a powerful crescendo that I hope you really hang in there and really pull a lot from. A couple of things I just wanted to share with you as it builds into the later chapters. We see a younger man who is also a friend of Job who speaks very good wisdom to Job. His name is Elihu. And interesting, Elihu's name in Hebrew means he is my God. And Elihu, who is a young man and doesn't speak, lets everybody speak before him, comes and says, Job, you've been searching for wisdom and wondering where wisdom comes from. Wisdom comes from God. And I've been anointed with the Spirit of God, and I have some things to tell you. And he pretty much takes Job to task, calls him out on his attitude and his reflections about God and his own self-righteousness, that nothing like this should have happened to him because he is not wicked, he's blameless, he's righteous. But Elihu says, hey, God is the only one who's righteous. And Job, shame on you for speaking in this way about God. And so Job responds to him, and then it's God's turn to speak to Job. In chapter 38, God comes to Job in a whirlwind, and he says, dress for action like a man. As if to say, get ready, this is going to be a battle, you and me, one-on-one. We're going to go at it, and I'm going to show you my almighty power. I'm going to show you my righteousness. I'm going to show you the vastness of my knowledge, the wisdom that I possess. I'm going to show you the vastness of my presence in your life and in this whole world. So God begins to ask him right out of the gate, where were you when I laid the foundations of the world? Do you have any idea of what this life is all about? I do. I'm God. And I oversee all things, and even though you've gone through tragedy, I still hold you as my own. And so this very humbling conversation brings Job to a point of humility and a point of repentance, which God honors. And God restores Job twofold for his property and his children. If you look at the numbers, all the sheep, the oxen, the goat, all those numbers doubled in chapter 42 that were first described in chapter 1. And Job has 10 children again, 7 boys and 3 girls. We learn a little bit about the girls and their names. If you look in Strong's, you'll see the names of these ladies really describes their beauty. And it's really interesting that that beauty is brought out, and it's because there's beauty in God's restoration for each and every one of us. But you may wonder, well, why didn't Job get 20 kids? Shouldn't that be the doubling? Well, really, it speaks of the resurrection, that Job has 10 children in heaven with the Lord and 10 with him now. And it goes right back for me to Job 19:25, where Job himself said, I know that my Redeemer lives. And in the last day, I will see my God with my own eyes, and I shall behold not another. God is really showing Job that his first 10 children are living with him in the glorious resurrection. He doesn't know it's called a resurrection, but we who are on the other side of the cross understand that his children live with God, and he's taking care of them just as he's taking care of the next 10 that he's blessed Job with. Friends, I hope that you're encouraged as you come to the end of this reading this week with Job, and I just hope that you see in your own life how when we are brought so low, the range of emotions, the range of feelings that we can have toward God and our own self, and how that can bring us closer to God, and ultimately understanding that God is a God of restoration and a God who loves us and will draw us near to him always. So God bless your week in reading, and I look forward to talking to you again.